It's a process repeated for every new law to take effect, a formal signature by the President of the European Parliament. But before getting here, every European law has to pass through different stages, a bit like a video game. Want to know how it all works? Well, time to take a closer look at one of the most common lawmaking tools, codecision. Officially, they call it an ordinary legislative procedure, and it all starts here at the Commission. Every week, it's the job of the College of Commissioners to decide which legislative proposals are put forward for deliberation. But the original idea can be started by Parliament, the European Central Bank, the European Investment Bank, some member states, and even citizens. Once a proposal like this one gets the green light, it's down to the nitty-gritty, but the process itself isn't so simple. First level, first reading. First stop, the proposal is simultaneously sent to the Council and to Parliament. A designated rapporteur is tasked with putting together a draft report that represents Parliament's position on the proposal. The responsible committee will then discuss and vote on that report and any subsequent amendments. Finally, the proposal goes forward for plenary debate. MEPs either adopt the law in its current form or they make amendments. Meanwhile, at the same time, the Council prepares their position on the proposed law. They have two options. Either they accept the proposal as it is and it's adopted into law, or they make amendments and send a new draft back to MEPs. Second level, second reading. If amendments are made, this is where it becomes a bit like a cat and mouse game. MEPs have three options. Approve the Council's new proposal and the law is adopted. This is usually when negotiations are successfully concluded. Reject the amendment outright and the Act is declared null and void, ending the procedure. Lastly, Parliament can make changes to the Council's draft, boomeranging it back to the Council for a second reading. If the Council agrees to the latest amendments, the proposal is adopted as law. And if not, the game's not up yet. Bonus level, the conciliation. Representatives from the Council and Parliament try to meet and hash out a new text acceptable to both institutions. The deadline to do this is 6 weeks. The Commission also plays a hand at this stage to try and reconcile both positions. If a compromise can't be reached, it's game over. But if they can agree on a text, it's over to the last chance saloon. Third and final reading. Amendments are now completely out of the question. To be adopted, both the Council and the Parliament have to give the final draft their approval. If not, it's killed off. Game over. To play again, it's back to the beginning and depends on whether the Commission wants to roll the dice again. But that's another story.